Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Soul and Screen. In this particular video, I'm going to pose a theory of how and why Fatima's pregnancy announcement possibly got underplayed or something it was really kind of like low key. It didn't come out big or anything like that. It was just mentioned after the whole loss of the baby. And so if you recall that in last season, Karen and Fatima were having a discussion at Karen's house where Fatima told Karen that she had not told Andy about the pregnancy and that she also wanted to wait until she was a little further along before she said anything. And that is something that most women do. A lot of women do wait until they're out of the first trimester before they say anything to a lot of people. So that wasn't strange at all. But you fast forward to a couple episodes in season 9. I think it was maybe episode 4, where everybody all of a sudden just knew she was pregnant and they just started mentioning it, meaning like Andy was, how's the baby? And even Danny is talking to Zach like, Fatima and this baby, that's your win, like concentrate on your baby with Fatima and things like that. And everybody is now referencing Fatima's pregnancy. Like even Aaron was do you want, I came over to see if you wanted some of the stuff that was for forever for you and Fatima's baby. So like at this point, everybody knows. And my question was like, how did everybody know she was pregnant? Like, I just gonna downplay her whole pregnancy. Like, that's one of the reasons why she didn't want to say nothing anyway. And then because it got overshadowed by Karen. And then here we go again, just kind of making it happen. And it wasn't really necessary. But as I was sitting there thinking, like, what would be the reason that happened? What came to mind is that after everything happened, the surgery, they found out that, the baby had passed. Everybody was in the room with Karen when she woke up. I believe that invitation was also extended to Fatima. Why? Because at this point, Fatima had been with Karen the entire time. She was advocating for her. She was walking up and down the halls, trying to get her the best doctors, the best care, anybody that would make sure that her and those babies are okay. And Karen saw that. And also all the sisters saw that. They all told her thank you. They all understood that she was really going hard. Like, you really wanted everything to work out. And she even told them, and later on in the episode, like, we haven't always gotten along, but we kind of came to a good place. And so with that being said, I think she was extended the offer, like, Fatima, come with us. And another reason I say that is because remember when Fatima had to tell Zach that they have found out that one of the babies had passed away. Andy was like, Fatima, we have to go and talk to Karen. She was trying to tell Fatima, like, come on, let's go. Now, Fatima was like, give me a second with Zach, please. But she tried to even invite her to come along and have a conversation with Karen. Why? Because you've been here this whole time. She's finally, she has to, at this point, like, accept you as a sister. Basically, I think that was Andy's thought process. And so with that being said, I think the invitation to come in with them all to check on her and talk to her was extended to Fatima. But because of that and the sensitivity of the moment of what they were going to be discussing, I think Fatima chose at this point, I'm going to have to tell them why I can't go in the room. I think Fatima is compassionate enough to the point where she said and thought, maybe something, the conversation, of course, offline went something like, it just, considering you guys are going in there, the delicacy of the moment, to tell her that one of the babies didn't make it, but not just one of the babies, Zach's baby, who she's been swearing up and down for the past 8.5, 9 months, whatever it is, that this is his baby. And she's been like full throttle going hard all for Zach's baby. And you guys are going in there now to tell her that she lost that baby, and for her to look up and see me, the woman who he is engaged with and currently carrying his baby. I believe Fatima chose to tell them out of respect for that, for her, for that. So basically, I'm not going to go in there because she just lost his baby and I'm carrying his baby. And I don't want to trigger her in any way. And I don't want to cause any more strife or contention or anything for her while she's going through this. Like, she's already grieving her baby. I don't want her to look at me and see what could have been or anything like that. So I think that's pretty much how the offline conversation of how Fatima's pregnancy came about. Now, again, I'm saying offline because we know that there was no conversation with it, but I just kind of putting two and two together, think that it would have went down something like that. So I thought I'd bring my thoughts to you guys and get your thoughts. How do you think the conversation went? What do you think was Fatima's motive for saying something sooner than she wanted to? Do you agree with me? Do you, no, I don't think it's that. It may be something else. Like, let me know your thoughts. I really love to see what the conversation goes into with this. So that's pretty much it. Let me know again what you think. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, comment. Let's get a conversation going and see what we come up with, what theories we come up with. Have a good one. Bye.